Welcome to the PhoneArena.com video review of the Treo 800W. The 800W is Palm's latest smartphone and runs off the Windows Mobile 6.1 platform. It has a full 320 by 320 touchscreen display, as well as a QWERTY keypad. As you can see, the design is very similar to Treos of the past, but it has slimmed down in nearly every aspect. The screen is 320 by 320 pixels and full touchscreen. You can see we have a send and end key here, and we also have dedicated Windows, Calendar, OK, and Mail keys. These are all user definable, and even though they have the icon on there, you can change to make them what they want. In the middle of the cluster you have a 5-way directional pad. At the bottom is a full QWERTY keyboard, very similar to what we've seen in Treos in the past. It's nothing like the Treo keypad, which is much smaller, a little flatter, and has rubbery keys. Instead, Palm has gone back to the design of the hard keys. To the left side is simply a volume rocker and a multifunction button, again, user programmable. On the right is the infrared port, and at the bottom down here is the micro USB slot. Unlike the Treo, you can actually access the slot without taking the battery cover off, which is something that we really like. The top has a switch to toggle between vibrate and sound mode, and also has a dedicated button for wireless management. The 800W does have Wi-Fi built in addition to EVDO Revision A, making it one of the fastest phones on the market. On the back here, we simply have a speaker and a camera with a little self-shot mirror. The battery door slides off, and underneath it is simply the battery. Another first for Palm on this phone is the micro USB charging port, which is found down at the bottom. This doubles as a data port and also acts as the headphone jack as well. The only thing we don't like about the design is the stylus. Like the Treo, it's a cheap plastic stylus that bends easily. For the price that they're charging, $250 after contract, we would have expected to see a metal stylus like Treos of the past. Overall though, the phone is very well constructed. It has the same soft touch feel that we've seen since the 755p. The phone is a bit narrower as well as thinner, so it feels a lot better in the hand than Treos that we've had previously. Overall, Palm's done a very good job with the design, and we feel comfortable using this device. There isn't much new to report on the interface front with the 800W. Windows Mobile 6.1 was mainly bug fixes that the user doesn't see. The biggest change was threaded text messaging, but that's something Palm's been doing for years. They chose to use their own application rather than the Windows Mobile one, and that's something that we're okay with. You can see our inbox here. We've got a conversation with Tom Smith going. We pull that up and we can see all of our correspondences. We have a text box at the bottom where we can enter our messages, and it almost functions like an instant messenger window. Another nice thing that we have here is the Maps program. This is the home screen plugin for Maps, and from here we can directly type in, say, pizza, or if you want to find a local business, type in the name, and it will use your GPS location to give you results. Unfortunately, it doesn't interface with Sprint's navigation program, so in order to get turn-by-turn directions, you'd have to copy and paste the address into the Sprint navigation program. Other than that, everything's pretty similar. One program we do like that they've included is Sprite Backup, which is a great backup program, especially for business users who can't lose their information. The phone does have Sprint TV, but does not have the Sprint Music Store. We're not really sure why they included one and not the other, but with a very strong focus on business customers in this device, we can see why the Music Store was not included. Sprint navigation is also along for the GPS capabilities. As you can see, Palm has made a little different with the soft keys here. They've chosen to go with a contacts menu where you can bring up your contacts, a dial pad, or messaging. The dial pad is also a little bit different. As you can see, it's got a new skin. We'll dial a number here, and we'll be able to see what the new dialing screen looks like. As you can see, it's pretty basic. This would be where the caller ID picture is, so again it's very small. A context menu gets you anything beyond the mute or speakerphone keys. Unfortunately, the speakerphone isn't the greatest in the world, and it distorts even at lower levels. One thing we're not crazy about this dial screen is there's no on-screen end button. However, it's not a big deal. Overall, the interface is fine. It's highly customizable, and with Windows Mobile there are infinite possibilities with what you can do with it. It doesn't have a slick out-of-the-box interface like we've seen with the HTC devices, but again, this device is aimed squarely at business customers who want no frills and easy to use. The 800W isn't going to wow anyone with its design. It's a very no-frills phone. You don't see anything flashy or fancy. The features of the phone are very business-like, and that's exactly how Palm wants it. The phone is aimed squarely at the business consumer market, and they do a great job of hitting that. With Wi-Fi, EVDO Revision A, internal GPS, a full QWERTY, a large touchscreen, and a multitude of business possibilities with the phone, there's really not much to complain about on the Treo 800W. It's definitely not going to find its way into many consumers' pockets, but business users will be happy that Palm's back in the game.